everyone, so we're back today with the next step in the process for buying new construction, and that is deciding on your builder and home site. 3 types of construction: speculation homes, they're tract, also known as production homes, and there are custom homes. Okay, so I'm going to explain what those are, and then just stay tuned, because as you know, as we did last time, I'll show you some new construction here in the area, so keep watching. Okay, so first we have spec homes. Homes built on spec are a home that the builder has built a lot, not knowing who will buy the house. They've just built it on the lot, and typically they list it with a real estate agent to market or sell that particular home. In this case, since the home is like almost finished, or the builder's already chosen most of the finishes, the buyer doesn't really have so much of a say on what can be placed in that home. So that's what you have when you have a spec home. Now the next one is a tract home. And so in a tract home, they're built in a development where all the homes are built around the same time. So sometimes kind of like in phases. So you may hear a builder say, okay, this is phase 1, this is phase 2, because they're building out certain areas of their subdivision. In this case, the builder has certain floor plans, and they have certain features for each floor plan. And oftentimes buyers can make some changes in tract homes, like things in the builder's budget, or do something with an upgrade fee. And the last one we'll discuss are custom homes. And so custom homes are just that, custom. With a custom home, the buyer chooses their land and then has the builder build a home of their choice on that land. The buyer chooses their floor plan, they have an architect draw a floor plan for them, and then they'll just choose all the features they want within the home. And sometimes they'll do this, you can do this with the help of a builder or an interior designer. So some things you want to think about when you're choosing the neighborhood or development in which you want to build. Here are a few things you want to think about. Who is the builder of the planned development? Because you want to make sure that they know what they're doing. They have a history of building, solid homes and things like that. You also want to know what are the builder's deed restrictions and how many years are those restrictions in effect. Make sure you know, is there or will there be an HOA, and that's that yearly fee. So you want to be familiar with it, know how much it will be, and whether you're good with that or not. And then it's also good to know if there or will there be any community amenities, such as a playground or a community pool, or sometimes there's a fitness center, you just never know, a pavilion for the community, a clubhouse. So you just want to know, what does that particular community have to offer, and does it fit with your own personal needs? And so if you're looking at a planned development, you want to find out if that developer allows you to bring your own builder in. And like I said, if you find a specific builder, you want to make sure that they're reputable and they have a good reputation for the quality of their work. You want to be very careful with having someone, who will, because there are builders who will cut corners and, use cheap material or fail to deliver on certain promised items or certain finishes. So you want to make sure you meet with the builders and be sure that it's someone you want to work with and you trust to get you the home that you want in the way that you want it. And communication is very important. I typically like to work with builders and have a relationship with sales consultants who, are constantly keeping in contact with me and my clients to make sure that they know what's going on in their home building process. I have one particular client of mine right now. She calls him weekly. She emails him weekly, and then we talk as well, just to make sure that things are good. And he's at the very first stages of having his home built. But when you're making this sort of investment, you want to be sure that things are just going well, and you want to just be a part of the process. So it's important to make sure you have a builder and a relationship with that sales consultant, that they are making sure you're a part of the process, and making sure that your realtor's a part of the process as well, because it's very important. and you want to check out your builder. Make sure they don't have any complaint. I mean, make sure, you know, you check and see if they have any complaints filed against them. You are allowed to ask for references from homeowners. And then the internet is such a, you know, can be such a great resource, because you can kind of see, okay, this builder's known for doing this builder's known for doing this. So that can be very helpful as well. And sometimes, you know, you have to be careful, because people will complain and they won't necessarily go to the internet and write when they're really happy with the particular builder. So you have to kind of keep that in mind, that people, you know, you'll probably see more complaints than you will praises. But it's just good if you're starting to see the same thing over and over and over again. You may be like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to work with that person, or they really did work with the buyer. I'd like to work with them. So just keep that in mind. And our team, we have great relationships with builders all throughout the city. So as you know, I usually am on the south side of Houston. We work all over the city. In my brokerage, we're all over the city. So feel free to call, message, call, text. You can go on my website and chat with me, whatever you want, if you have questions, because there's somebody available to help you with this process. And so I'd love to do that. Next, let's check out our model of the week. I begin to Thank you, and until next time, Lauren Talks Homes.